Hey, how's it going, everybody? Whoa. Is that a double follow from Bo the Behemoth? Thanks very much for that. Aloha kakahiaka, aloha mai kako. How's it going, everybody? Ooh, it's a bad hair day. That's alright, who cares? It's just Twitch chat, after all. I'm as confused as everybody that, why did Arithmetician not pop? Crifton, did you redeem it when you got in here? Because you were talking about arithmetic. But then Dualbeard swooped in and snatched it right up. I do not see a redemption on my end for Arithmetician from Crifton. So maybe it didn't go through for whatever reason. Trinkets is here, but not soon enough. Tried getting Arithmetic. It was not in stock. Oh, yeah. Dualbeard snatched it today. I declare a recount. It's the Hanging Chads that did it. C is... Oh, no.
C is for Chrono. That's good enough for me. Haha. Oh yeah, a round donut with one bite out of it. Looks like a Chrono Trigger.
You're not wrong, like Super Adventure Island? Oh yeah, we're talking about the caveman games. And Behemoth, hey, what's up, dude? Thanks for being in here today. First time chatter, you love to see it. I like seeing first time people in here. Second and third time people, no, just kidding. But first time people, definitely. Thing with a yowl brain over a meow. Oh, you got a cat? D is for Draken. I don't know if that's going to happen tomorrow. Meme, I'm not really doing meme choices. I know a lot of people are like, booby kids, but I'm not doing it. Weird, he'll tweet it to me. Oh, did you screen it too? Tried again with Arithmetic before Duo grabbed it and it showed not in stock. Huh, very strange. Very, very strange. There are other things to redeem, though, and if you can think of a reward that you think would be cool to redeem, just let me know, and I can add it in. Oh no, he's going on about Jack Garland. See, this is what happens, people. All right, we have an ice dungeon to get through, an ice maze. This was a really tricky dungeon yesterday. We're gonna see if we can't get through it today, and then get about halfway through one of the other dungeons, whichever one is next. This, of course, if you haven't been joining us, this is Arcana. Now, Arcana was made by HAL Labs, same people who've done Kirby, and it's a really cool game. First-person dungeon crawler, as you can see. Very much a trimmed down, slimmed down, convenient, uncomplex version of the Western CRPG dungeon crawler, which is neat. Like that's cool that that's there. Can Jack Garland count past 5? I don't know that he can count past 1. It's hard for a man with a 2-word vocabulary to count past 2. Let's say that. All right. Let me see now where all we need to go, because yesterday we did the whole rigmarole and did not truly get all that far. Okay. The left side, the left wing of this floor is done. We need to go through here. This would take forever without a map like this. The Slander. I have played it. I did not finish it, but I've played it. It kind of took, you know, I didn't have really much motivation to play it when, like, the big reveal is spoilered by, like, action figures and trailers and literally the first 10 minutes of the game. So, I'll get around to it someday, maybe when it's like $5 at like a Black Friday deal. Speaking of Black Friday deals, oh my goodness. I saved like $300 on a GameStop order last night. It was great. It was truly exceptional. Can't you use the maze trick for this dungeon? I use it for most dungeon crawlers that don't include maps. So this map does have, this game does have a map. Opening and closing it takes a little bit of time. So I'm just using a map on the side. But also, since it's my first playthrough, I'm trying to play through it generally as conventionally as possible, without making use of too many tricks or things like that. But what is the maze trick that you're referring to? So Be Real is spoiled by his last name. Yes. Now apparently they don't. No, Shihali, they don't tell you his last name until later in the game. But they show you doing the same moves as Garland in armor, like 10 minutes into the demo. So, yeah, all semblances of that being an actual surprise is gone. C is for California Games. How many more RPGs got left on the Super NES to do? Here's our list, Bohemoth. That's recently updated on the thing. And a lot. I think there's 46, 44, 45, 46, 47 RPGs on that list, and we've beaten 14 maybe on stream. I've probably beaten maybe about 75% of them over the course of my life, and I'm trying to focus right now on the ones that I've never beaten before. So that's the route that we're going, but it'll be a ways yet. Let me see here. Restoration of spirit restores all your spirits. That's cool. And then this dude picked up HP restore, restores your hit points. Cool. Oh, come on, Duo Beard. If you were surprised by that, you must be living off the internet. It is a long journey, but it's been great. Let me see what Trinket said. Maze trick is just to always make left turns. Got it. Yeah. So, I am referencing a, that would be a great strategy, I gotta say, first of all. I'm referencing a map here to kind of help me get through this in a reasonable length of time, because if I don't, I will die. No, if I don't, then it'll be a very long stream, and I've got a lot of games to go through. So, yeah, I'm getting an extra ludological map here to help me through it. Don't even say such things, Krypton. Oh no. I hope they kill her good. I live on the edge. See, this is why the truth points. You're not accumulating the trust points, that is. The trust points, that is. My friend. You know what? You gotta take a cue out of Ninja's book. I don't think he'll be here today. He's not here on Thursdays. But Ninja yesterday, he gave up on pretending that Inindo is a good game. So it can be done. Oh, Trinkets, thanks for stopping by here right at the start of the thing. Thanks for sharing your strategy, too, of the mazes. I'll have to keep that in mind if I'm not using a map on one of these games next time. Take care of yourself. Let's see. So we are going to go this way. Now, ideally, I would have returned to the place where we left off yesterday, off stream, so that we don't have to backtrack on stream. But didn't quite work out. So I beg your pardon. This is quite a long. Okay, there's a big huge thing in here. Okay, where am I on this map? There are some very long dead ends, and obviously we don't want to mess with that, because a long dead end is going to take us quite a while to get through and backtrack and all that jazz. Just double check. Yeah, north exit is a dead end, so we need to go through the south exit here. Baron Redwing, can't believe Ninja dropped it. You know, he had to eventually, and I consider that one of my special skills, to basically wear a person down into telling the truth. So so it had to happen sooner or later. But he did it of his own volition. I was proud of him for doing it, you know? Now we can be honest with one another. It was for the best. It was for the best. If he gives up, the West has fallen. Yeah, he's mentioned before that, you know, he knows it's a middling game. It's just his favorite obsession. But yeah, you can't get away from those memes. Can't get away from them. But backtracking like this is part of the Arcana experience. Anyway, it is if you don't know where you're going. But if I know where I'm going, I'm not gonna do it just for the sake of backtracking. That does not sound like a time. And yeah, so many of these games to get through. Like I told somebody, I think if I were playing this game by myself, and had the extra time, I'd love to do a little map, draw that out and everything. When I play this game frequently, exit out, I had slow walk back to where I was when I ran out of time or steam. Yeah. Yeah. Did you stream it, Shihali? Because yeah, I mean, I got to do that. I'm doing it right now, but I wish I'd done it off stream, just for the sake of saving time. Let's see. So if I go down, where am I even going? This is not correct. Oh man, so many battles in this game. Okay, all right. That's... Where the heck am I? I think I got turned around somehow. I think. I don't even know. Okay, let me see now. This is... This is not it. Okay, I think I see what I was doing. Yeah, I need to get up. Okay. Alright. I got it from here. Ninja gave up on what vision? Oh, the vision of convincing us that Nintendo was a great game or something like that. Also, welcome Sync of Play. C is for Captain Novolin. Are we going? Things are going swimmingly now. Captain Novolin. Yeah, I mentioned that yesterday too, Shihali. I think that's good. Just having a really subtle visual cue to kind of let you know what floor you're on is wonderful. Ooh, deep one. We're going some Lovecraft in here, huh? Yeah, it's a good little trick in it. If it makes me feel better, you won't be dropping the Jack Garland fan club. Well, you will eventually. All things in good time. Moth and Rust destroys. It destroys stand-em. It destroys everything. It's the irresistible march of time. Let's see. In memory of Ninja's ambitions. Oh man, this battle did a number on me. Okay, let's see what we can do with magic. Got HP restore, but I'm guessing you can only do that in battle, which is a little yikes. We'll have to try that on the next encounter, which won't be far away. There we go. As long as you're a red mage, you'll be here to keep the fan club going. Oh, see it, but here's the thing. Now, here's me dropping the vision, right? I'm not actually a red mage. It's just a username. End of the day, it's just a username, and that's it. It's true, to my great shame. Oh yeah, I forgot to check Ifrit using HP Restore, so let me make sure I do that in his turn here. Turn order in this game is a little curious. Sometimes it seems like you get things a little out of order. Okay, so he can do it in battle. That's pretty good. That's a decent amount of healing. He's a well-read mage. There's a difference. There's a difference. Oh, it bugs me when people spell that with an A. I know I shouldn't reveal that sort of thing because that's what people who abuse things that irritate people do. They just would do that frequently. But I'm begging you. The well-read mage. C is for Capcom Beat 'em Up bundle? Yes, which has the wonderful RPG hybrid King of Dragons and Knights of the Round on it. Both of which were released in the same year. Same month, too, I think. You can sense the power. It's for Sing of Dragons? Not buying it. Not buying it. Probably a lot harder to do if the graphics aren't stored as shapes and palettes. Sure, I'd imagine so, yeah. Let's get more of this. Oh no, I put it on the wrong guy. Because he was flashing too. Oh well. He can make it another round. And then we'll probably give him a rest and switch back to Sylph. So that he can recover. Because he's taking some beatings here. This floor. Look at that. They just keep going. This floor's got some nasty nast on it. There we go. All better, Bubby. Dude, the zombies can take a lot of damage. A lot of damage. They're just sponges of this stuff. Over and over again. Oh, come on. There it goes. Finally. Oh, crushed dried ramen noodles, peanuts, goldfish crackers, pretzels. Toss it all. It's like one of those little trail mix things. I used to like doing that with popcorn and furikake. Okay, let's switch this here. And then use a little bit of some of that healy heals. Get him back up. There we go. Oh, there we are. The salt intake sounds amazing. It makes you super smart, though. I mean, all that salt goes right to the brain. Suddenly a genius. Trying to ensure I don't forget where it is that I'm headed. Oh my goodness! Okay. One more. Right here. Right here, baby. That ought to be it. Hey, so I know yesterday the thought experiment was caveman games. Caveman games. Today, I was trying to think the 4 main cast members of Seinfeld are which 90s consoles? And as an additional challenge, can you get them all into one generation? I was thinking that George is Sega Genesis and Jerry is Super Nintendo. But Elaine really makes me think of PS1. And Kramer really makes me think of Sega Saturn. But he might be something wackier like Atari Lynx or something. Okay, where am I here? Yeah, this is it. This This is correct. Okay, this is where we needed to go. And I feel like the more I think about those 4 allocations, the more correct it gets. The ones that I'm more confident about are George and Jerry. So, Kramer and Elaine, maybe not so much. Maybe I gotta finish watching the show. And then it'll all become clear. My kid's homesick. I think he's pounding on the walls. I was like, what is that? Thunder? Jerry is Super Nintendo. George is Genesis. Elaine is TG16. Kramer is Neo Geo. That kind of makes sense. I could see it. I could see it. That's all the same gen, isn't it? I think it is. Yeah, Jerry being Super Nintendo is kind of a no-brainer. That one really makes sense to me. George is insecure and grating and short, and I was like, that's got to be Sega Genesis. You fit within my parameters. And Kramer is the Mega Duck Cougar Boy, a Chinese handheld. Why would he be Chinese? From Timelex has some surprisingly endearing games despite being truly baffling in its very existence. Yeah, I can, that's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder what that logo looks like. Did I ever find a caveman RPG not better than EVO Search for Eden? I'm not familiar with Ultima Savage Empire, but is that like entirely like set in prehistory, or is it more like the barbarian sword and sorcery type thing? That was, I think, about as far as we got yesterday, was just being unsure about how to sort out that difference. Okay, we never ran out of topics. Oh no, the list of topics is ever growing. Okay, yeah, so that goes down, so the only way from here is this north exit. Doc Savage kind of story with caveman is entirely prehistory, but you're the avatar was set there. That would be it then. That would be the most caveman RPG. And we did it. We found one. Now, what is... Can you think of any steampunk RPGs? No, I'm just kidding. That's overdone. Can you think of any science fiction RPGs? I bet you can't. Jungle Wars 2 for the Super Famicom feels a bit cavemanish. It's more a Tarzan jungle than true caveman. Got it. Yeah. That would be a distinguishing. That would be something worth distinguishing, I think. Arcanum. Okay, now let's see what we got for heals. We got a lot of. There's that I can still worry about eventually. There's medicines still. So I'm just going to consume some of these herbs, you know what I'm saying? There we go. Your blanket was stolen? By what? Or whom? Who stole thy blanket? So what video game event of the 16-bit era is Festivus? That's a question that might be above my pay grade. I don't know, man. Let me see here. So if we go up, we get to the treasure room. But we're going all the way across. It pulled the blanket from the bottom and made a rumbling noise. Questivus? Oh no, there it is. Like I said, can't get away from it. Can't get away. I never thought the internet would be so dominated. Let's see. In my lifetime, at least. We could go up. We could go down. Down. Oh, gosh, it's so confusing. Super confusing. Okay, we can't go up because, let me see. That just goes over to there. 13 and 14. Oh, no. I do need to do those. Store honey and a return ring. Okay, so all the way down. Yeah, there's stuff there. Well, let's do it backwards. Oh, no, now I'm gonna hear about it? This better be the right floor. It's hard to tell. So I did go up. Again, this leads to the left wing treasure room. I gotta go across and down. Or up, rather. I'm thoroughly confused, and this is only the third dungeon in the game. Yes, correct. So, from henceforth, there's going to be a treasure to the south that we're going to get first. And then there's one to the north as well. So as far as Seinfeld goes, I'm really watching through the series for the first time right now. And we're kind of binging it, so I don't remember the names of all of them. What was the Festivus episode? I might not have seen it yet. I think I'm in season 8 right now. So what I just got the rest of season 8 and then 9, I think. Oh my gosh. I can't believe how many real stories are behind the Seinfeld episodes. It's crazy. It's the holiday George's dad invented. Frank Costanza invented a holiday. I don't think I've seen that episode yet then. That is nuts. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye out for that episode. We just finished the one where Elaine dates that guy who every time the song Desperado plays, he he has to stop everything he's doing and listen to it, which I find relatable. Oh no. Sylph is about to go the road that all summoned spirits must travel someday. There it is. What did I say? I am pretty sure I don't have enough to heal it up. So we'll just get out of this battle for now. And I can use a silver flask to bring Sylph back. So much battling and still feeling so powerless. Okay, silver flask. There we go. And let's do restoration. Oh, okay. That costs a decent amount. Let's do it again. Oh, no. All my silver flasks. Okay. All right. We'll just have to keep that in mind. There you go. I thought I cast it on the wrong character. If you pay attention to that episode, at the end of that Desperado episode, Jerry kills someone with an axe. Oh. Yeah, right? Because the doctor hears Witchy Woman playing. Ooh, witchy woman, see how high she flies. Yes. And then he just dies on the operating table. That's brutal, man. These guys. Yeah, can't wait to finish it up. Really enjoying it. Most family holiday get-togethers start with the airing of grievances. Festivus just formalizes it. I don't know what's wrong. I don't know what your family's doing, but my family might be a little different. Celebrating holidays. Show up for Easter. You know what really grinds my gears? Confirmed kill. Oh, the Junior Mint. The Junior Mint guy recovered though, right? Didn't he? All right. What is happening here? We gotta get out of this, cause the issue is, there's so many battles in this game, and yeah, we go south. It's actually not too far from here. The other one, I might just skip, cause honestly, it's not that big a deal. It's a return ring, and I've got one of those right now. I don't really feel like walking that far. Mage attacks. According to all known laws of aviation, there's no way Jerry Seinfeld can fly. Now, I don't know if I know that reference. I look forward to being able to get all the references. Oh, out for blood. No, I dodged it. Full of a took. Take that. And that. Oh, he took it. Wow, they really make you walk real far for that. A restore honey. What does it do again? What does restore honey do? I got a lot of these. That was worth walking all the way out here for. We're just gonna beef up what's his face here. No, not return ring. Gotta be careful not to use that. Yeah, we got 2 return rings. I don't need to pick up a 3rd one. So we're just gonna skip walking all that ways. And head on back. I don't know how much medicines I can afford here. Okay, maybe we could call the boy back and use some healing in battle. Honey gets all in your beard? That's gross. That's nasty. Oops, almost made it. At least it's good. I hate it when these games send you down a 5-minute path. Yes! Thank you. And that's why I walked all the way out here. The next one is a lot further, and it's down a really twisty, turny path. So there would be a lot of battles down there for sure. And I know I'm not going to put up with that for a return ring. When, like, I got 2 of them already, and I got a spell that does the same thing. Pass. Easy pass, ladies and gentlemen. Easy pass. I'm glad Ifrit has a heal. That's pretty nice. Tiger, how's it going? The SNES RPG world is doing good. It's a fine day on this excellent Thursday, and we're just hanging out playing Arcana. Have you ever played Arcana before? It's pretty good. FF1 is those types of a machination of Garland's evil viewing. I hate that. I laugh when they give you a chest with 1 gold in it. What's an RPG where they give you a chest with 1 gold in it? I feel like Breath of Fire 1 did that. 20 gold is generic. Oh, we'd better give the player something. 1 gold is a prank, yeah. Imagine you open it and it's like, it's not empty, but you got 0 gold. 0? No. 0's not a number. 0's a concept. Did anybody in here play Dungeon Master? I was baffled when I checked it out, and your characters take damage when you bump into walls. That feels really bad. That is not cool. Played Arcana. This first-person dungeon crawl reminds me of being inside buildings in the Super Nintendo Jurassic Park game. Yeah, so this is by HAL Labs. It's cool. It's like a JRPG attempt at the CRPG first-person dungeon crawling type genre. So that's neat. I've been enjoying it. It's really simplified, you know. Played Dungeon Master long time ago. In a galaxy far away, Naboo was under attack. So what system did you play Dungeon Master on? This guy, just a mage, just sneaking up on you. What a jerk. So the movement is so fast, the sound effect is louder than any sound effect. Do it over and over, you feel like a crazy person. Sounds like the kind of things I wouldn't like, actually. I like it. You know what it's like? It's like going insane with agony. I'm like, that sounds like a bad thing. Why so many? These are tough, too. What happens if we retreat? Never done it before. There was no escape. That's all. There was just no escape. Can't argue with that. Do people navigate dungeons by bonking? I guess so. It's like, slow down. Like the Super Nintendo version of Dungeon Master. So what I was impressed with Dungeon Master is how much better of a job they did with the UI in the Super Nintendo Dungeon Master than the Eye of the Beholder game. When they were clearly trying to emulate what Dungeon Master was doing. Dungeon Master paraded around as this, really early dungeon crawler where they effectively combined oh yeah, they love that fire. Real-time gameplay, action gameplay with first-person dungeon crawling, but it's simple to control on the Super Nintendo, and the AI is, what I call it, non-modal. So, like, you don't have to switch to a different mode in order to enjoy it. I was like, this is pretty cool. It could appreciate it from that perspective, even though it wasn't particularly my cup. There's a return ring right there. Have a bonk radar. There you go. Kind of like echolocation or something like that. That makes sense to me. I'd buy that for $1. Oh, I better make sure what's his face heals. It's healed up here. Oh, Axe is asleep, but he was still like, is that the best you can do? Fantastic. So I want to hear, Crifton, what is your rationale for Elaine being TG16? Because I feel like Kramer being Neo Geo kind of makes sense. Well, why is Elaine TG16? Is that by default? I mean, I guess she could have been an Atari console, so no. Let's see what else they got down here. Good. Let's see what I got down here. Remember not hating it. Yeah. And Eye of the Beholder is a really hard game. When I first started playing Eye of the Beholder, the first stream was just trying to figure out the controls. Even with the help of a manual, a lot of it is so unintuitive, and dragging a cursor across the screen and having to click on characters' weapons and spells in order for them to use it is really strange. Totally makes a lot more sense for PC, but they really should have streamlined that a lot more for the Super Nintendo version. But what you gonna do? I did wind up enjoying it, but it took a long time to really get the hang of things on that game. Another return ring, so they stock you up. There's really nothing to worry about. Whoops. Let's say TG16 is better as a side console and not the focus of the house. There's some shiny moments, but isn't that great in larger doses? That sounds like Elaine. Sure. That's funny. And then what's your rationale for Neo Geo as Kramer? I gotta know. I might have placed him as Atari. Maybe because in my mind he kind of seems older, but doesn't really know what he's doing anymore. Let's see. CZ16, you have to find what you like about it. Super Nintendo, you could generally throw a rock and hit 1,000 games a game. Baron Red Wing says you don't think you need a TG16, but once you try it, you realize it's pretty great. There you go. That's interesting. My first real experience with TG16 ownership was with the classic, the mini. And it's cool. There's a lot of neat stuff on there. I definitely couldn't afford to play TG16 when I was a kid. Tries to dance. Not a fan of TG16. We learned about it today. All these impossible tasks. What impossible tasks? Oh, what's Newman? That's great. That's got to be Atari. Who's the villain of video game history? See, I would have said Sega if it wasn't already taken. Neo Geo is expensive with expensive taste, but when it enters the room, everyone notices. Also, the most catchphrase coming from Neo Geo, like Fatal Fury. I couldn't afford an late either. No, $8,000 Russian hats? There's no way. Newman is the 3DO. Hello, Newman. I love it. Maybe some of my favorite performances on that show are from Wayne Knight. Just absolutely fantastic stuff. Okay, let me figure out what's going on here. And I can access the end of the dungeon from here. That's pretty cool. But we're going to want to get up to the next thing, which is... That's a tent. I don't think I need to go for that. What does a tent do? Let's see. Tent is just... It recovers everybody. That's actually pretty useful. Pretty sure that's what it does. Verse paralysis and petrify spells. Yeah, let's go get it. Let's go get it. So we're going to go get the tent. We are here. Then we're going to want to go all the way to the end of this corridor and take the steps. Oh, you should watch Seinfeld someday. It's incredibly funny. I don't know what I'm going to do with myself when it's over. I feel like I had to wait for this portion of my life in order to fully enjoy it. But yeah, it's great stuff. Plus, as a Superman fan, I can't ask for anything more. I love the Superman references, like on the Bizarro Jerry episode. It's so freaking good. It's fantastic. Okay, go down this way. Okay, now let's have Ifrit. If he can get his turn in. Nope. Next battle. I'm gonna have Ifrit do the healing since he's got rechargeable MP. There we go. HP restore, baby. Jay Peterman is the Philips CDI. Now, Jay Peterman, it's the guy with silver hair, right? That does the clothes magazine. The guy that's always like, I wore corduroy pants that day. Corduroy pants with a button on the front. Elaine. He has that, like, very strange way of talking. I don't know the actor's name. Zodiac Tapwave. You had a 3DO when you launched? Was it the one sale that they made in Texas? Are you on the Yam Yam? Oh, and New Age Retro Mage, thanks for joining us today. Didn't get Seinfeld back in the day, watching it, rewatching it early. Yes. Yeah. I'm glad I waited for later in life, because I feel like it's easier to enjoy now. If I had seen it when I was younger, there's no way I could have appreciated the humor. Let's use MP Restore. Or HP Restore, beg your pardon. Oh. You know what stinks though is it's only on Netflix. And I was like, man, I gotta get a Netflix thing to watch this. See, what happened is when we were in Hawaii, we stayed at an Airbnb, and I was like, oh, Seinfeld. So we watched that for a little bit. Wife and I were both sick, so ain't nothing going down. So we just hung out and watched Seinfeld. Sorry to put that image in your head, but it was funny. And then when I got back, I was like, I kind of want to keep watching Seinfeld, but no, gotta get a Netflix this weekend. That's all right though, because the new season of The Crown comes out, this month, she'll be watching The Crown with my favorite, the Queen of England. And it'll be fantastic. That was my greatest impression of the late, great Queen Elizabeth II. You're welcome. I know. No autographs, please. HP Restore. On Rooks. Don't mean to be the Seinfeld evangelist, but it's worth the Netflix description. I'll follow the sign wherever it goes. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of giving Netflix my money. Really am not. But it was worth it for this, for sure. Oh, thanks. Oh, you thought the Queen was really here. You're like, she's not dead, you got... Oh, it's just Moses. It's just Moses doing his Queen Elizabeth II impression. I wanted to kind of test the waters with that impression, make sure there's none of our British friends in here. I don't want to offend anybody, you know, like I was talking after she passed, there were a lot of really insensitive Americans. I mean, that kind of goes without saying, right? But there were a lot of really insensitive Americans who were like, good, glad she's gone. And I was like, you know, it's not even like your country, you know? And I know some friends from out there who are like, oh, it was like losing a grandma, you know? Like, this is somebody who's been around, like, all your life. And obviously political policy and things like that can cloud the issue. But I felt bad for some British people who were, like, kind of being shamed for being sad, you know? And I was like, that's messed up. But yeah, Americans shaming the rest of the world. Go figure. In other news, water wet. A good comparison. And that's quite a bit of age right there. Definitely. Uh-oh. What am I doing here? Yeah, because skeletons don't like the fire, so we'll just throw that down. There we go. No. Oh, a few months. Oh, that is right around the same time. Do the Queen, Marlon Brando, Fran Drescher. Well, the Fran Drescher one, that's not a real impression. That's... She thought she was in your office. Oh, got it. Nails every impression? That's not true. I lived in night during the Queen's chat about a year and a half before the Queen did. Got it. May she also rest in peace. That's a long life. I mean, it's a very long reign, you know? Combine the Queen, Marlon Brando, and Fran Drescher in the same voice. So let's see. Marlon Brando said something like, I'm making an offer I can't refuse. But then the Queen would be like, yes, you know, make him an offer I can't refuse. Oh! And Fran Drescher's voice in the background. I don't know how Marlon Brando would laugh as Fran Drescher. This is stupid. This is so much. It's so much. Some say too much, and I would agree, because that is a lot of enemy right there. It's so much. It's weird to realize that my parents lived their entire lives during the yeah, that's crazy. That's a really long time. All right. You know what? You want to play this game? Come on. Let's play this game. You guys can take 3 Earth cards. That's gonna do something, I guess. Yeah, the random battles are pretty extreme. And there are some big mobs. I mean, that's a lot. And considering each one of those guys can cast lightning too, that's ridiculous. That's a lot of potential damage. Okay, so that's 24. Let's go ahead and use a medicine. Okay, all right. Yeah, it is an entire lifetime, Shelly. It's a very long time. Especially going to the throne so young. I'm lost. What? Oh, it's right around the corner. Okay, let me get the heck out of here. And then this floor is going to take us to It's got some redundancy doors, it looks like. One of them has stuff that I need. All right, we're gonna go for it. Gotta go for it. This door right here, or this thing, whatever it is. I don't know. Map. Yeah. Okay, I'm pretty sure I know where this is. Like, almost positive. Maybe not. I went down? Right? And it burns. Yes. Right here. And you plow into the thing. Yeah. So this is it. Alright. There ought to be an entrance on the right. And then this will split 2 ways and take us to 3 sets of treasure boxes on either side. Let's see. Ooh, some money. Actually, yeah. Considering how much I'm kind of relying on items down here, this is definitely important. Lloyd Braun. What is that? Lloyd Braun? Why can't you be more like Aunt Vandalay? Maybe an architect? What do we got? Another return ring. Alright. I thought I was there already. Oh. The deep ones. Okay. Oh no. That's no bueny buen. Yes! Cosmo? Spoilers for people. How's it going, Dragon? I was just thinking about you. I can't remember why, but I was just thinking about you. Arcana goes well. It goes well. Just a lot of battles, and some of these encounters can be a bit on the scurry side. They're significant mobs, and so other than that, though, it's going pretty good. We're almost to the top of this ice dungeon. And then we get to start the next dungeon, because that's what the game is. It's a dungeon crawler. It's all dungeons all the time. Oh, you. Bridge bidding system? What? Your reward is another dungeon. Yeah, some of these RPGs where progress just means more of the same. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. Bones. These guys had a bone to pick with us. They hit hard too. What the? I don't want to be here anymore. You know what? Let's whippity swap. There we go. And maybe get some lightning damage in. The Lion and a Horse and His Boy. It's been a long time since I've read A Horse and His Boy. I have to freely admit. The bomb is unpredictable. It's outrageous. Salacious. Salacious is a great word. It really is. It rolls right off the tongue. Game where you're a baby who crawls through dungeons trying to avoid being found by the search party who is sent in to find you. So that's basically like every time you take your kid to like go clothes shopping and the baby slips underneath the clothes hanger and you're like, all right, now it's a game of find the baby in the clothes. Well, now let's see. Cause we're kind of running out of stuff in here. Running out of resources. That's why they give you so many return rings. Yeah, maybe mom is like the primary antagonist, and then you've got dad comes in, big brother, uncle, auntie, the neighbor, cousins, the police. There you go, squeaky shoes. Disneyland, yeah. Those really big amusement parks, like I took my kids to Knott's Berry Farm before we left California, and I was like, if you let go of my hand, you're not going to college. So just, you need to hang on to me. Like if they got lost, you just know you're not going to find that kid. They're gone. And yeah, some craziness goes down at those places. So you gotta be careful. Do your best. Yeah, a lost baby. And then they start describing it. It sounds like it's vaguely unattractive. And you're like, oh! So in Arcana, even if a party member leaves, you lose all your progress. That was an hour. That was an hour of game time. This is gone. Just like that. I gotta get some water, y'all, and think about my choices in life. I'll be right back. If I don't come back, tell my wife I love her. All right, I'm back. I've thought a little bit about my life's choices. Um, no, I don't want to play a Nindo again. I'm enjoying this game. I just wasn't aware that it had permadeath. Turbo and Mole, how's it going? Thanks for the condolences, Turbo. I appreciate it. Arcana is hilarious. You got to recycle all the jokes. We have to recycle all of the conversation over again. So yeah, if you weren't watching the screen single play, so Axis the dwarf, or Viking or whatever, I guess, died, and that was it. It gave me a game over screen. So yeah, I'm glad I learned that now. But oof. Nintendo Arcana crossover, shudder. Arcanta. Arcana way, the frustrating RPG. Yeah, we just gotta put up with it. Right, recycle the questions. All right, let's see. Let's see what else I can do here. Man, that stinks. That really and truly doth stinketh. Now, buying cards like fire and stuff like that, they can help with some of those big undead mobs. I want to see... Pretty sure this is the most that I can do right here. See, he's got Ice Blade equipped already. And then what's his face has the battle axe on, I believe. Yep, and an iron shield. So that rules that out. Okay, plate mail. Already got it. Oh, but you know what? What's his face doesn't have plate mail. Okay. Got it. So let's sell some stuff here. And that is discouraging. But you know what? We will soldier on and keep going. Because that's what happens. We can't only like the RPGs that we succeed at. Sometimes we have to accept that there are failures in life. Okay, let's try this again. Oh, yeah. I forgot. It was a lot more than I thought. So that's not going to fly still. Okay, let me sell the other thing. Sell the thing. Sell the weapon. Memory wand, I guess. Okay, now buy it. Trade for it, rather. Plate mail. Really does not feel good buying this thing for a guy who's probably going to leave me or betray me as soon as he can. Newman is the thief. We're going back to it. Oh, you guys are great. It stinks. Yeah, we should blame everything on Quest Guy for sure. Bridge is a card game with a bidding. Oh, yeah, there we go. Y'all are doing excellent. Let's see. I could buy a few cards here. Yeah. Can't believe you had to buy them one at a time. Imagine if you went to a store and they made you buy stuff one at a time. Like, I want a case of water bottles. You just gotta stand in line getting multiple receipts. It's gonna use a lot of fire stuff up. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Gravy gracious me. There we are. Oh, I know. Let me see about selling some items. So we are going to pick up a lot of return rings. I don't need 3 of them. Alright, I guess that's 2. Oh no, it was 3. How much do these go for? 50 GP? They're like 50 times that much. That's a ripoff, sir. Okay. Inventory. Gotta use up all these honeys. I can't believe I gotta do all that again. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. The one gold chest bit never gets old. Alright. Let's save. Oh man. Brutal. Hey, y'all are still doing this. Oh no. Memes that bleed into other people's memes. Ay. Okay. Shoot me with morphine. Gag me with a spoon. This is a game, all right. It is. It sure is. Paw. Red Death never happened, or it's Groundhog Day. Oh, that's worse. It's just gonna happen perpetually. That's worse. I'm trying. Not exactly ecstatic to come through all this. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I missed anything else. Oh my goodness. Switch here. There we go. Wonder if we're gonna get Shiva in here. That would make sense. It would be on brand. That stings. Permadeath. Oh man, what was I playing? Oh, it was 7th Saga. Yeah, there were enemies that spammed, I think it was Vacuum 2. Regular enemies between towns that could just wipe like easily just by casting a single spell. That worked quite a lot of times. Oh man, that high piercing whenever they used it, that just was insult to injury. Really, it was not good. It was bad. All right, check the map, and we gotta go this way. Oh my gosh, the E-Sun, yeah, rough, very rough. And I want to say that was like in like the final third of the game, maybe even like just the final half of the game, there were enemies like that. Insane. I wonder like if some developers get like a sadistic pleasure out of like trying to make a game, you know, like really hard, so like, hey, it's really challenging, you know, and like you get a sick sense of pleasure from beating it. And you do. Like, I'll get a sick sense of pleasure from beating this game once it's done. Screaming goat enough for me. Screaming goat. Yes. What's the name of the preventative item? It doesn't tell you in the game. Or maybe it does after you purchase it. I can't recall. I had difficulty finding it. Right, harp. That's right. Because I was like, that doesn't make sense. It's not It's not something that makes sense. The harp being a death preventative thing. Ah, man. I heard that Mount Itoy was rough. I've never played Mother or Earthbound Beginnings. Never done it. I've heard it's very difficult. That might have to wait for the next life, because I can't. I can't. Let's see here. Do lightning too. I don't remember the names of the towns in 7th Saga. Some of them were pretty far apart. There you go. And he would have made it if they only had a harp. Okay, we're on the right path. The Franklin badge. Only reason why I know about that is from Smash. Unless there was one in Earthbound, which I don't remember if there is or not. See, as far as memory goes, it's pretty bad. Memory is pretty bad. But that's why I became a writer. You gotta write this stuff down. It was in Earthbound? Is it the one that bounces lightning off of it? I don't know how you people remember these details. I can't do it. Just can't do it. I can remember like overarching themes, moments, boss fights, stuff like that. I can't remember the finer details, like the names of the towns in the 7th Saga, or where you get the Franklin badge from. Can't do it. I played through Earthbound like a bunch of times, but yeah, that's enjoy your memory. That makes sense. Let's see, Maple. We're good. We're on the right track. Now, oh yeah. Okay, I remember this. I can't believe I gotta do this again. Right, like I remember Peach's question mark orthopedic underwear. I remember that sort of thing. I don't remember like some people will remember like the amount of HP like a boss has, or they'll remember like even Chrono Trigger. There's a lot of like details that I forget. Some boss fights I don't completely remember. Right, that one's any of those like gag items, I remember that for sure. Oh, like when my son was playing through Mario RPG. I didn't remember how to unlock Culex door. I did not. I was just like, I think you got to do this and that, this, and he figured some of it out, and I figured some of it out, and we just kind of went from there. I think. I had to look up the casino because I couldn't remember how to get there at all. Couldn't do it. Remember play mechanics. That's a detail. On the Venn diagram of details and mechanics, it's just one circle. That's like purple or something, or green. I don't know, you take your pick. Okay, let's see what I got here. This battle's stupid, potentially. Wish I had Ifrit on, because these guys are lightning. So, that's not going to cut it. Oh, there was one down, at least. Wow, how come 20 took down the one guy, but not the other guy? Let's go to Ifrit here. You know what I think I'm fairly good at is synopses, kind of like summarizing a little bit, giving you a person like a sense of like what XYZ game was about, that sort of thing. Can you please just hit the bad guy with the fire? That's all I'm asking. It's not a huge ask or anything. Just hit the bad guy with the fire. Thank you. And then you need to use that on him. There we go. Half the time I forget characters. See, my brain latches on to a lot of story character stuff, but even that I'll forget things. So it's not a. This is not a humble boast of any sort. I don't remember quite a lot. Kid picking up time. Drive safely, Crifton. Thanks for hanging out with us the whole time. I'm sorry we didn't get to the end of the ice dungeon while you were here. Oh my gosh, God forbid I gotta do this all over again. I will. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. I'll tell you that much. Might be good, might be bad, but it'll be something. And in here, we gotta go this way. Go north. Thank you. I'll take those best wishes. I'll stick them in a blender and have some best wishes smoothie for lunch. Sounds good. You'll complain about it on the internet? No. Me? Never. Gasp. I can't believe you would suggest I would stoop to such a level. No, I'll write a scathing critique. Scathing, even. That's a fun word to say. Scathe. Scathing. Alright, so that's that way, and then we need to keep going now. You'll play Crifton's part of the Seinfeld conversation? That's funny. Alright. Okay. Now, if only the other guy, Sylph, had learned some kind of healing ability, that would be pretty handy. Regular scathing or blisteringly scathing? No, just, yeah, scathing. Why is it pronounced scathing and then scythe is pronounced scythe? Is it scythe or is it sathing? Now, see, this is the sort of question that makes me utterly confident that it's Marley and not Marl. A work meeting, putting you on mute. I won't tell the boss, Tiger. Thanks very much. Tiger! Every time I see him, I have to say that in my head and aloud. So you hear it in your head and then you say it aloud. That's the way it goes. Moro, how's it going? English is borked. There you go. It's beautiful. Thanks for that. Summarizes it perfectly. Before the mob shows up even. Mr. Moro, how are you today? I hope you're taking care of yourself. Oh, who the heck even knows? This coming from the guy who refused to acknowledge the existence of words like hyperbole. How could you? Anyways, replace English with Japanese. No more Aerith, Eris. Aerith, the Donald Duck version. Oh, Tidus and Titus? Tidus. Ugh. Rough, duff, thruff, cuff, and pluff. You can't stop me. Alright. Yeah, this place now. Oh, yes. Well. So, I went and did... See, I skipped something. I skipped, Restore Honey. I didn't skip it. I missed it. And you know what? Who the heck even cares? Because there's only so much... I'm gonna go get it. I was trying to talk myself out of it and I couldn't do it. I had to go get it. Let me remember which floor this is now. Yeah, right up here. Bada bing. Okay, so like this here takes you to... No, that's not right. This is incorrect. I think I'm a little lost. Ay. Oh my goodness. No, it doesn't have enough MP. Alright, let's take care of these mooks. Pam, pam, pam. Oh, you know what? I better switch out. Better switch out Ifrits for a moment. Let me catch up here. Doing well, Mage. Hope you're doing well. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. Early stress management this morning. Focusing on writing always helps me. So got a lot of work done. That was good. It was a good time. So, you know, you got to do what you got to do to recover oneself. There we go. Okay, now... now... I don't even know. Okay, we come up, we come down. Right there. Right there. So, it's over here. I was just miscombuzzled. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, it is. It feels like a lot of lost time. I mean, it is a lot of literally lost time. When I'm trying to get through this as quickly as possible. Stuff like that, you know, will drag out a playthrough. That's the thing is people, you know, might say, it's a 20-hour RPG. It's a 15-hour RPG. It's not if you know, lose or if you get lost and stuff like that. There's no accounting for the human failure aspect. Oh, Shihali is speaking Dragon's language right here. I don't know. Let's see. 2:30. We should be able to finish this dungeon today. If I get wiped by the boss, I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll do something. Not sure what though. There you go. That is beefy healing right there. Beefy. Table flip. I'm at this little desk. Just flip it over. Everything, monitor, drinks, mouse, keyboard, just go flying. I might be tempted to. Just utter a scream from the pit of despair. That's what I'll do. Maybe, well, I don't want to know that I want to go that far. I was going to say maybe reading up on the boss to come. But, yeah, I don't know. Can't be that bad, right? Uh-oh. I think I got turned around. I did. That's definitely... If I was not using this extra map here, it's easy to get turned around in this game. Hallways are unadorned. Yeah. All right. Got it. This is the right way, right? Pretty sure. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Oh, they're just going at it. Fun to watch. Oh man, I'm not paying attention. Take him out. There you go. That's what got us in trouble last time. Make sure we keep axes healed up, because goodness knows what'll happen if he dies again. And let's get Sylph back in. I'm. Well, okay then. Nobody. Maybe it wasn't worth it to come all this way again. Just for a... Oh, it's one of the honeys, though. I don't know. A permanent stat. The safest thing to do would be to actually get all of the items and then return to town, save, and then come back and beat the boss. But really hard to stomach doing that. Store honey. Let's use that. There it is. A little bit of HP boost. Oh my. Yeah, he's still got a ways to go for healing up. Arcana, how could you do this to me? Get me out of here. Maybe this one feels worse because it's really claustrophobic, but I didn't feel this bad with the forest dungeon previously. This one just feels really mean. Okay, takes us back up. Now, let me see. Considering just skipping this next set of I don't know. Okay, I gotta pay attention again, too. I'm just kind of mashing stuff. No. Oi. um. I feel myself getting lost again. And this is what, the third dungeon in the game? So it's really just gonna get more complex from here. Kills the chill vibe. Yeah, it's all like la da 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 Kirby game, people. And then you find out that it's vicious and you're like, oh no. Yeah, it's like Brandish. Like when I first started Brandish, I was like, this is hard to navigate. Then you get a hang of it and you're like, that's not that bad. You know, you hit the first couple bosses and you're like, I could do this. And then, yeah, and then you realize that no, Brandish really is out for blood. Out for the jugular. It's hard for me to outright hate hard games just for being hard. But sometimes when something feels a little unfair, like for me, a big one is if I can't really kind of accurately predict or have the time for the reflexes to control what's about to happen, that feels a little bad. Like when it's my fault, it's my fault. Oh, Axe has just got enough HP to go down into the red. Okay, and let's see. Yeah, you know, so it's interesting. I was running into a guy not too long ago who was very much, the Super Nintendo was a baby game system. If you wanted harder RPGs, you gotta look elsewhere. And I think, like, you know, there's some good starter RPGs on the Super Nintendo. Mario RPG, Mystic Quest. There are some fairly easy RPGs on the Super Nintendo, such as Chrono Trigger, you know. But there are also a good selection, a good chunk of difficult RPGs on this system as well. I don't know that I would put this one in my top 6 hardest quite yet, but I'm not even halfway through, so I'll have to wait that. Chrono Trigger is easy? Yeah. Actually, in development during testing, they increasingly made it easier. So the hardest things in Chrono Trigger are typically, in my experience at least, watching, you know, how people interact with the game. Oh my goodness. The hardest things are the boss fights, because a lot of boss fights will have different kinds of counterattacks or different elemental barriers or different elements that you have to break down, countdowns, things like that. Once you've fought and lost against that boss and you've figured out the kind of like the little trick, then you know, going back through, you can do it as long as you're not under leveled. It's hard to be underleveled in Chrono Trigger because it's really balanced and not designed to be grindy. But what's like one of the troubles that I have with it, with my poor memory, sometimes I forget how to get the beef jerky. That's one bit that I've seen people struggle with. And I think the game isn't entirely clear as to what you need to do in that specific section. So there's that. But yeah, it was concretely made easier specifically than it could have been, I guess. I don't know how hard the Japanese version of the game is or not. Let's see. Let's call the other dude out. There he is. Why do they call them JRPGs? Junior RPGs? Oh my. That's pretty funny. Yeah, don't say that to Yoshi P. He'll go off. Missed so much Brandish when my eyes were messing up. We couldn't even tolerate 3D games reliably. Yeah, Brandish definitely gets hard. Let's see. Speedrunners managed to be underleveled in... Right, because they're speedrunners. That makes sense, right? They're speeding through the game. Yeah, exactly. That seems the point. The normal... Like, the best way to gauge difficulty, in my view, is on a first playthrough with zero guidance outside of the game itself. And the manual, you know, not included. Shoot. Yeah, and seeing how that first playthrough goes without using a guide, without using tips from people, without using cheats or tricks or anything like that. How hard is the game? A lot of people I talk to seem to have that backwards, which is always strange to me. They'll be like, oh, that game's not hard. I've beaten it like 6 times, and each time I just get faster. I'm like, that answers the question right there. Like, you've played it 6 times. Surely it would be easy after 6 times, you know, because we're so good at practice. And I saw Blyfu, you said rainy day dismissal today. Got it. So I'll get off here pretty soon. I don't know that we can beat the ice cavern today. Maybe not. Yeah, and speedrunners are an interesting bunch. It's very much a closed, like a closed universe kind of thing, like a closed system. Because, you know, if you're using aids or like, you know, I beat the game by glitching it out at the title screen and playing the credits. And I was like, you didn't really beat the game. You got the credits to appear at the title screen, and you did it in a different fashion. We get excuse to save in town before going to the boss. Yeah, I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to try and get these last few treasures and then just go back to town and save there. And then tomorrow we'll be able to do the Hydra, which sucks. And I saw Hydra here because it says on the map, but that's just the way it's going to have to be in life. Now, as far as where to go from here, though, looks like the middle takes you up to the boss, so we're going to avoid that. But this one should take me to... Yes, a little horseshoe section here. So definitely prioritize healing the humans. Or whatever Axes is supposed to be. I don't know that they were ever actually like, oh, and by the way, he's a dwarf. He just happens to look like one. Let's see. Player H is... Okay. When player A chooses an overall plan that works out very poorly, and player B chooses a plan that works out well, and the difference in A's and B's experience of difficulty covers most of the scale. Potentially. I think the hard thing that my brain's having with that statement is that an overall plan may not necessarily cover the vast array of choices that a player can make in a game that can affect difficulty. Oh, what? Linguistic Dragon redeemed Knights of the Round? Oh my goodness. I gotta screenshot that for sure. Well, congratulations on redeeming the highest. No. Second highest. The highest one is the Paladin, which is earn a free gift sub from me to you or the person of choice in the chat. That's really high, but I don't know. I thought 1 million was funny. Knights of the Round. Gain the Knight of the Round exclusive Discord role permanently. Congratulations. Including job points. That's well done. I'm kind of speechless. Like, that's a lot of points. I don't even know like how long you have to be watching a stream in order to earn that many points. So bravo, bravissimo. What does the Discord role do? Well, it's going to show at the tip top of the Discord role list. It is mostly clout. I can't think of, like, if you can think of something I could do with it, I might consider doing that. But yeah, it's mostly a clout thing. A role that you can only get by spending 99,999 points. So much damage. So much hate. Okay, alright. Y'all want to be mean like that. You know what? He could just go ahead and give his life to save Rooks. Make them in charge of all my streams and schedules? No. I like Linguistic Dragon a lot as a person. Very friendly, very accommodating, but I can't put him in charge of my stuff. There's just no way. That's hilarious as a suggestion, though. Well done on that one. Come on! Oh my gosh. This... Oh my goodness. This floor is stupid. Make sure we don't jack that up. Let's see. Of course, now I'm going to be 1 point off from nice round numbers of job points. You know what you could do to reset your numbers is redeem a thief, because thief lets you throw a specific amount of points. I think, pretty sure. Replying to a comment you made about how difficulty should be measured by the first playthrough experience. So tried that and ran head on into one person's first playthrough being 7th Saga hard, and someone else's first playthrough being Chrono Trigger easy. Is this the same person? I think I'm still confused by that comment, though. I beg your pardon. I'm trying to figure it out. I feel like I can understand my experiences and skills in the first playthroughs that I experience, but less so if I'm picking two different people who've played two different games. Like if they both played 7th Saga and both found it hard, or one found it easy, one found it hard. That might be something to work off of, but yeah, different people playing the same game. Got it. That seems like that could work more so than two different people playing two different games. Now, I've met mostly people who have thought that 7th Saga is hard. I've met like maybe 2 or 3 people who thought 7th Saga was easy, and they'll say things that kind of, betray the perspective that they're coming from. They'll say things like, all you have to do is, know ahead of time to not attack so-and-so or not talk to so-and-so in town, or, make sure you don't overgrind. But that's all exterior information that you either get from the internet or from a previous playthrough, which is beside the point of what we're talking about. I've never met anybody who did a first playthrough of Seventh Saga who was like, this game is easy. They might be out there, but yeah, I've never met them. Ah, man, not enough. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna start using some cards here. Let's see. Let's do some fire cards. See what happens. Rally Flow, bro. Hey, how is it a JRPG or is it a CRPG? These are the questions. A PRPG? Right, and then that consistency as far as like what is this crap, man? Like one step backwards and you have to fight a huge beefy account. I think I'm a little mad at Arcana today. At least that's really cheap, a cheap way to chew through mobs. But yeah, that consistency. So what I think that consistency helps with defining the difficulty too, because now you're talking about different people for the same game, but a kind of general consensus begins to form. Oh, Puerto Rican RPG, got it. Let's see. So much if I can even make it to the other side of this room. Oh, I missed some things. Let's see. Trinket said, in all seriousness, a good point redemption could be to make you play any game of their choosing. Yeah, I've seen that one a couple times. The difficulty with that one for me is that I'm doing a specific self-imposed challenge right now to play through all the Super Nintendo RPGs. So then it goes to, okay, what if we had the person choose the next RPG? And that's possible, but I also feel like I would rebel against their choices, and then what's the point of me having that redemption, you know? So I don't know. I'm just not a team player like that, I guess, is my fundamental point. Y'all are getting more cards because this is a really cheap way to get through these things. What RPG hacks? What RPG hacks? 3 o'clock. So this is going to have to be probably where I cut it out, because coffee. Oh, my gosh. Definitely gonna stock up on more cards, because this is lovely. For 5 minutes. So that via emulation, huh? That would be the only way you could really do it. Uh-oh, there she goes. Yeah, that seems like a really cool reward for building a community. You know, if you're not doing like, well, I don't know, if you guys make it part of your schedule and do something like that. Very important to make you suffer a bit. Now, see, Trinkets, this is what I was saying yesterday. I specifically designed these point redemptions with the fact in mind that the chat loves abuse. So that's why I avoided specific ones. I saw some people, you know, doing like what they thought was like a really safe, high point cost for turn the stream off. What this person found, I was reading in a Reddit thread, what this person found is that people would redeem it like 5 minutes into a stream, which that's not really fun for anybody, you know? Like the streamer has that slotted out for their whole day. What in the world? They're slotted out for the whole day in their schedule, and then it just ends after 5 minutes, so nobody gets any entertainment. I was like, that doesn't sound fun at all. It sounds like something the chat would do to make somebody suffer, but yeah, also not a great time to be alive. Let's see. Medicine, sure. That was awful. Yeah, the I would be mad. I would be mad if I'd set that up and somebody used it. You know, it's one of those like, ha, gotcha moments. That's like, that's only fun for the person saying gotcha. And then the streamer's like, guess I'll go lie down. And everybody else goes on about their day. That was one that I avoided. What was another one? There was another one that was really nasty. I think it was something like make the player or make the streamer switch to a different game, like in mid-stream. And I was like, no, I don't want anybody to have that much power over me. I'm very independent in that regard. Let's see. So we just keep going south. This might just have to be where I draw it right after this. Poo-poo on these guys. I don't really want to waste a call amulet. Those are expensive, for sure. Surprised you put the no magic one in? Yeah, that one as a choice was not great. I do regret that one from the end of Final Fantasy II. Because, yeah, that's another one where people can definitely save that up for the worst possible moment. And a final boss fight is it. It doesn't get much more worst possible moment than that. Remind me to use a return ring once I leave this level, because this is getting increasingly scary here. Let's see what else we got. Let's do the call amulet, sure. You know what? Call amulet. What a weird attack. What a weird attack. Okay, run. Run. But yeah, I always forget to take the no magic one down. I need to do that and put it up something that's fun. I really like passive ones, like arithmetician. Everybody wants to grab that. It's maybe I'll set one up for last, because we have one for arithmetician. Last comment, that might be trickier to get in. Let me see. Well, yes, I need to get out of here. That's what I need to do. Ah, what a pain. What a pain. Someone who used to have a bit payment to cause the current game and play a challenge game for 10 minutes. Oh, yeah. I was in a stream where they had a challenge game. I was really confused at what's going on. Something return ring. There it is. Thank you very much. End stream and starts a new one. Oof. But yeah, if you have really good ideas for job point redemptions, let me know. I do still want to set up like a little card game in here. I've mentioned this before, and I think it would be really fun to have like a war style a magic card game, a war style card game in here. You know, based on like video game characters and stuff like that, that players could play whenever they want and earn points. I think that would be a lot of fun. But, you know what? Let me recover Sylph and Ifrit before ending. That way I don't have to do it tomorrow. And tomorrow for sure is going to be the day to absolutely beat the Ice Mine dungeon. Pain in the butt. What is that? 2 game overs, 2 streams in a row? That's it. That's it for today, though. Thanks, everybody, for coming. I don't have... Let me see. Who's on right now? I gotta be more mindful of setting that thing up. You know what, though? Actually, I should just run. Oh, no. Callus is on. I love him. Let's go raid just Callus. And say hi to him. He's one of our writers over at the Pixels. He's doing a special event of some kind. Maybe it's his birthday or something today. Tell him hi for me. I gotta run. Everybody, I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.